Before the Speedmaster went to the moon, and before the Seamaster became James Bond's watch, there was the Constellation. First introduced in 1952, the Constellation was Omega's very first modern flagship, a dress watch built around one core idea: precision. Its caseback featured a gold observatory medallion with 8 stars, symbolizing Omega's dominance in chronometry competitions during the mid-20th century. And back in the 1950s and 60s, the Constellation became so respected that people simply called it the Swiss watch. But over time, the Constellation faded into the background, overshadowed by the Speedmaster and Seamaster. That changes today. Omega has just introduced the all-new Constellation Observatory, and this might be the model that finally brings the Connie back into the spotlight. At first glance, the observatory looks like a direct tribute to vintage constellations from the 1950s and 60s, and that's exactly the point. You immediately notice the return of the iconic pie pan dial, with its 12-sided faceted design. It's more faithful than ever, with minute markers moved to the center and beautiful hand guilloche finishing on the facets. Then there are the legendary dogleg lugs, sharp, angular, and incredibly reflective. It's actually the first time since the 1970s that Omega has combined both the pie pan dial and dogleg lugs in a single watch. The dial itself is clean and refined. No date, no seconds hand, just a pure two-hand layout that emphasizes symmetry and elegance. You still get signature constellation details like the applied star above 6 o'clock and the observatory medallion, now visible through the sapphire caseback. Speaking of the case, it measures 39.4 millimeters, slightly larger than vintage proportions, but still wearable, thanks to its curved lugs and balanced design. And if I'm honest, the finishing here is exceptional. The mix of polished surfaces and brushed lug sides creates a beautiful play of light that you don't often see in modern dress watches. Now, let's flip the watch over, because this is where things get really interesting. Inside is the brand new coaxial master chronometer caliber 8915T. Not only is it beautifully finished, but it also introduces something completely new to the watch industry. This is the first ever two-hand watch to receive master chronometer certification, despite having no seconds hand. Traditionally, chronometer testing relies on tracking a seconds hand, but Omega developed an entirely new acoustic testing method that records the tick-tock of the movement over a full 25-day testing period. It's a huge technical achievement and a perfect way to bring the Constellation back to its roots of precision. As for materials, the observatory launches in a wide range, from full 18K moonshine gold with a stunning vintage-style brick bracelet, all the way down to more accessible Omega steel versions. Prices range from around $11,900 for the steel models up to nearly $60,000 for the full gold version. And honestly, this watch feels like a statement. It's Omega saying the Constellation deserves to stand alongside the Speedmaster and Seamaster once again. With its blend of vintage design, modern craftsmanship, and groundbreaking movement technology, the Constellation Observatory might just be the most important Connie in decades. And finally, a reason to start talking about the Constellation again.